Hello and welcome to Exploring Inspirations 2014 on the campus of University High School. This is the Gifted and Talented Products Fair, and it features children like Josiah Watson, whose research projects are on display right here. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this program as we get the students to talk about their research projects. And we're going to begin with Josiah Watson. What school you go to, Josiah?
Hillcrest.
Hillcrest PDS, and what did you do your project on?
Worst tornadoes in 2013, what caused them?
Okay, so the most devastating tornado of 2013, where was it?
In Moore, Oklahoma.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Well, it was basically, it cost $2 billion in damage, and in 2013, the total was 2.4, so that shows that is actually a lot of money for the thing, because that's most of the money in all of the money in 2013. And the tornado was classified in ES5 because at some points it caused damage of that level. Well-built homes were completely destroyed and swept away, and some cars were thrown over 100 meters.
Wow, that was a tough storm. You look like a guy who likes to watch the Weather Channel or something.
Yes.
Do you watch those tornado stories?
I sometimes do it at school.
Okay, very good. What else did you learn about the tornado, or tornadoes in general?
Well, I figured out that they're not just measured that they're not actually measured by wind speed. They're actually measured by a system called the Fujita scale or F scale.
Wow, the Fujita scale.
And this is a picture of it, and that's other picture of it.
Okay. Now you're holding two jugs here. What is this?
It's something I found online. What you can do is you can put these two bottles together, and you can get this online, and then you fill this with water about. It kind of linked the first time I did, so that's why. A third of the jug, of this, and you put any color of food coloring you want, and then you attach the two bottles, and then you do this, and then there's a tornado.
Oh yeah, it kind of makes a little miniature tornado.
Yes.
Great. Wow. And you found that online?
Yeah. Pretty
Great.
much.
Josiah, you did a great job. Congratulations on being here.
Thank you.
I have found a student from West Avenue Elementary. His name is Mark Gomez, and he did a project called What Would the World Be Without Birds? Tell me about your project.
I like birds because they're important to the world and we need birds. And in some ways that we need birds are birds, they give us food like eggs, fried eggs, turkey and chicken wings. Some birds add beauty to the world by with their feathers. And birds pollinate flowers they drink nectar from the flowers, and they drop seeds, and when the seeds fall in the ground, they grow into another flower. And how can we take care of birds? We can give them bird houses, a bird feeder, and we can when they're almost getting endangered, we can save them by taking them to our homes.
Wow, you know what, Mark? I can tell that you did a lot of research. You know a lot about birds. Do you have a bird feeder and a birdhouse at your home?
No, but sometimes when birds come, there's sometimes that we have food outside, and then sometimes they come and they eat it
Very good. Well, I appreciate the work that you did because birds are very important to our world. Thank you so much. And do you enjoy bird watching? What is your favorite bird?
A carpenter.
Very good. Have you ever seen a peacock before?
No.
You haven't? They have the beautiful wings, or a beautiful wing spread on their tails. They're great to watch too. Thank you so much, Mark Gomez. I congratulate you from West Avenue Elementary, doing a great job.
You're welcome.
I am with Nancy Quesada. She's a student at Cedar Ridge Elementary, and it looks like she researched cats. We're going to get her to talk about what she did. Hi, Nancy. Tell me about your project.
Well, I did a cat project because I like cats. I always wanted a cat, and I got curious about if they really do land on their feet or if it's just like an inherited trait. But I researched it, and I found out that if they're up 1 foot or less, they can't because they do a sequence and it doesn't have time to do it. But if they're higher, they can do it. But if they're way too high, they can land on their feet, but they might break a bone or something.
So the cats have a tendency when you drop them, and you called it a rightening reflex. Is that what it's called? Okay. Did you actually try to drop a cat?
Yes, I did. Only the cat we tried to drop, he had little kittens in his stomach we didn't know, and he didn't actually land on his feet. He landed sideways. We tried to get a male cat, but it wouldn't let us get it. But we tried with a medium-sized cat, and it did land on its feet.
So you like cats a lot, huh?
Yes.
Very good. Tell me what you enjoyed most about doing this project at Cedar Ridge.
Well, I enjoyed most doing my video on the laptop. We have a screen TV. I was up on a ladder, and I was talking about how the cats, they do all their reflexes and how flexible their backbone is, and the rightening reflex is perfect. I talked all about that on the video.
Congratulations, Nancy, on doing so well at Cedar Ridge that you got to come to tonight's product fair. This is quite an honor for you. You're such a lovely young lady, and I congratulate you.
Thank you.
I found a student from Alta Vista Elementary. He's a 4th grader. His name is Jose Gomez, and you're in for a treat if you like gaming and coding. Not just playing the games, but developing the games. Jose, tell me a little bit about what you did for your project.
I did something on coding and gaming and how it belongs in an elementary school. And right here, I did something on Minecraft. And Minecraft helps by, with like, gaming and coding helps you with math and problem solving. Like right here, this is math. It's got word problems on here with area and perimeter and volume. And yeah, it can also help you with social studies. As you can see over here, this is the Alamo, and these are like cannons, and that's how you remember like old structures or something like that. So like it can help you remember. And right here, if you can, right here, I coded a game, which means like I created it and developed it, and I actually made 2. One is like I recreated it because somebody helped me create it, and another one I made by myself.
So you're telling me that not only do you play this game, but you helped develop it? You actually created a game?
Yeah.
Wow. Is this something that you would like to do in the future? There's great jobs out there for gamers.
Yeah, I would love to do something with the games or something. Yeah, like a job like that.
Okay, so when you're doing your coding and you make a mistake, do you go, it's understood that you're going to make a mistake from time to time, but you just keep trying until you get it right?
Yeah. Yeah, this actually took the longest because I had trouble like making their characters move and trying to make them chase somebody and something like that. And also had to make the terrain like equal. So that was actually quite hard, but I just kept trying.
You seem like you are a student who loves all sorts of things. You love to play games, but you're also pretty smart in math, I think, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, I know your teacher's proud of you, your parents are proud of you, and I'm proud of you too, Jose. Great job on this gaming and coding experiment that you did. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
I am now at the display of Mirka Cordero. She's a 5th grader at Bells Hill Elementary, and she did a project about bullying. Hi, Mirka. Thank you for joining us. Tell me why you researched bullying.
I researched bullying because I wanted to show people what is bullying, the types of bullying, and how can we prevent bullying from happening?
Have you been a victim of bullying, or have you seen bullying going on?
I've been both.
Okay. Very good. Tell me the difference between just somebody that's mean every once in a while to somebody who's really truly a bully.
A bully usually has a target. The target is the person that he's after to hurt them, and a mean person is just picks somebody to be mean to and occasionally bullies them.
You sound like a very conscientious young lady, a fifth grader. Tell me what you would like to do with your research results.
I would like to help people understand that it's not right to bully, because you can hurt somebody or you can kill them.
Very good. Well, congratulations on a great product. You're a Bells Hill fifth grader. Tell me about your future. Where are you going to go next year?
Atlas.
Great. You're going to be a great student at the Atlas Academy. Thank you, Mirka, for joining us.
Thank you.
I am pleased to be joined by Jared Mendez. He's a second grade student at Kendrick Elementary, and I can see that you studied Mars. Jared, congratulations for a great project, because you made it here to the product fair on GT night. Tell me what you learned about Mars.
Well, I learned some facts about Mars and why it became red and all. And I learned how to live on Mars and how to bring oxygen on Mars.
Why did you study Mars? What is it about Mars that made you want to study it?
It's kind of like Earth. It's sort of like Earth, and it popped out of my head. And then it sounded interesting. It sounded interesting because it's named like the red planet.
Are you a person that likes looking up at the sky at night?
Sometimes.
Do you have a telescope at home?
No.
How would you like to have one of those someday? That'd be pretty cool to be able to look at the planets a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, I'll tell you what, you did a great job. You're representing Kendrick Elementary, and you did a fine job on your Mars research. I want to congratulate you on a great year, and you have a great summer, okay?
Yes, sir.
I am with a sixth grader from Cesar Chavez Middle School. Her name is Leslie Vivanco, and as you can see, she did a research project on segregation in schools. First of all, Leslie, congratulations. This is a beautiful board. You're here on this very special evening. You earned the right to be here. You have two fantastic looking medals around your neck. Talk to me about your project, why you chose segregation in schools, and what you learned.
Well, I chose segregation in schools because I realized, looking around at my school on the first day of school, I realized, oh my gosh, there's a lot of segregation here and we don't even think about it. Like, teachers don't think about it, and the teachers also like racially segregate us when we get into the classroom. And then like they came up, oh, GT project, and I realized that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do segregation in schools. I'm gonna shout out and say that, you know what, segregation isn't over. There's always gonna be segregation, but we're always gonna try to stop it, but we're never gonna be able to.
Right. Now you go to Cesar Chavez, and it's predominantly a Hispanic school, right?
Yes, it is.
Right. So sometimes I guess it's hard not to segregate, but
Yes, it is hard not to segregate.
what did you enjoy most about your project?
I enjoyed most learning about the different races, why we do it, and I realized that maybe the kids, they don't know it, but they do it themselves.
So when you're with friends of yours, some may be Hispanic, some may be white, some may be black. What do you try to do?
Well, I try to get us all together. I don't really try to, say, oh, you're black, I can't hang out with you, or you're white, I don't like you, I try to, make up with everybody, try to be everyone's friend.
Very good. Well, you did a great job, and thank you so much for speaking with us tonight. You're a lovely young lady. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
This is Jeremiah Marinas. He is a third grader at Provident Heights Elementary, and as you can see, he did a research project about the Army. You're even dressed like a soldier. You look great tonight. All right. All right, Jeremiah, have a seat and tell me about your project. Why did you choose to study the Army?
Well, my cousin, he's in the army, so he talks about it, and we visit him. Whenever we visit him, he does talk about it a lot. And what happened is, I thought it was interesting. So one time, my teacher told me and my friend Gustavo, because we're doing GT, she told us to figure out what we were gonna do. So it just popped up to me. I thought to myself, what would be interesting to me? So I thought of this.
It looks like you looked at what they do when they get put in the Army for the first time, right? They have to go through what, a boot camp?
Yes.
What did they do there?
Well, I have it all down, but should I say everything?
No, we don't have to talk about everything, but I can see you got to be really physically fit, don't you, to be in the Army?
Yes.
Very good. What did you enjoy most about your studies?
Well, I thought the thing is, it's because you know how they have war, so think of this. What if they never had camouflage? We wouldn't be able to have more wars and other countries could take over.
That's correct.
But since they do have camouflage, they can blend in with things and they have more time to stay on land and more prepared. So if they didn't have camouflage, I would think they would have more things to die. Then more time they would die faster. So.
I would think also, we don't like war. War is not good because people get killed, but you have to have a strong army to sort of protect your country, don't you?
Yes, I figured out their logo. It's Army Strong, and I even have it up here.
Very good. Well, is there anything else you want to do? You want to give us a final salute?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you very much, Jeremiah Marinas. I have a student from Mountain View Elementary here. Her name is Haley Hassel, and she did something about art, I guess. Tell me what you did.
Well, I did about Edgar Degas. He's from France, and he's a painter, sculptor, and drawer.
Ooh, why did you decide to do something about art and sculpture?
I love art, and I like that he can do three things.
Well, tell me about your research.
Well, I did Degas and his ballerinas.
Okay. You want to show?
Yeah.
So you put together a slideshow?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is a self-portrait he painted of himself.
Okay.
And this is about Degas. He was born July 19th, 1834. He lived in Paris. He was French sculptor, painter, and drawer. Okay. His real name is Edgar Degas.
And you told me how to pronounce it, right? The S is silent.
It says, where is it? Oh, this is, okay. Facts about Degas. Degas is pronounced Degas. Degas would invite ballet dancers to his art studio. So he could sketch them, paint them, and sculpt them while they stretched, danced, and practiced. Later, he was allowed backstage to draw them while they rehearsed. He liked drawing the dancers' movements in their pretty clothes and the effects from the stage lights.
Okay. Now, let's keep going a little bit because you did several things here. Number one, you put together a slideshow. You like doing PowerPoints?
This is my first time doing a slideshow.
Really? Well, you did a great job. It's so neat looking. Now, something else you did, I think, because it says by Haley Hassel. Tell me about your painting.
Well, I did a painting on ballerinas since I was researching ballerinas. And I thought maybe I could do a painting so I could have one that was, because he did painting, so I could do one.
Very good. Tell me about your painting here. Is that a stage curtain or what do you, okay. Tell me some more. I see the sun back there. I see clouds. Tell me how you came up with this. How did you visualize this before you started painting?
Well, there's also backgrounds that you can put in there, and I love nature and stuff. And so I thought maybe I could draw her outside as a background.
Wow. You want to be a painter someday?
Yes.
Very good. Haley, congratulations. You did a great job. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you for interviewing me.
Okay, here we go. I'm now with a second grader from Hillcrest PDS. Her name is Willow Cunningham, and she's going to tell us about her project. And I see Coca-Cola, I see soft drinks, I see bottles. What is this research?
Okay, for my project, I did an experiment on advertising. And I did lots of stuff. The bottles are for, right here, the bottles, I couldn't tell people that if they were Coke and Pepsi, even if they still have on the bandages right here, we like I poured them into different bottles.
Okay.
And they would test them and say which one they like better. And the bottles is what it's for, and I put stickers on them. And
Okay. So do you watch a lot of commercials?
yeah.
What did you discover about how effective commercials are?
Well, I discovered that commercials can really like make people do stuff. Like if it has a commercial about Coke, people probably go and buy Coke or Pepsi.
Yeah. So those people who do these marketing campaigns are pretty smart. They know how to make people do, because it's all about making money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, you did a great job on your research. I appreciate it. I love the picture of the Santa Claus. That's the old-fashioned Coca-Cola advertisement there. Where did you find that?
I found that on the internet, and we just printed it out.
Very good. What did you enjoy most about doing a research project like this?
Getting to taste the Coke and Pepsi a lot.
Very good. All right. Which one do you like best, Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Oh, those Pepsi people are going to be mad. But Coca-Cola is the choice of Willow Cunningham, and you did a fantastic job. Thank you so much.
And my bar model right here is if everybody picked the right one, like the one they preferred. So the 60 stands for all of it adding together to equal 60, but the real score was 26, and so.
Very good. Well, you did a lot of research. You got charts, you got graphs, you got all sorts of stuff here. This is a great project. Thank you. We are going to take a look at some planets, and we're with Gemma Chavez. She is a second grade student at Brook Avenue Elementary. Tell me what you did here. This is great. I can tell that's the Earth. Tell me what your project is about.
My project is about comets. This is the orbit of a comet, and this is how you see it from Earth, and this is how it really is like.
Okay. What did you learn about comets?
That comets are made of dust, ice, and gas, and they come from the Oort cloud, and the Oort cloud was discovered millions of years ago.
Now, there's one famous comet that I learned about when I was in school. Do you know what it is?
The Halley comet?
Yeah, Halley's Comet. That's about the only comet I know. Are there others?
The Ison, that's one I know. Yeah.
Very good. What did you enjoy most about this? I mean, you made a nice replica of the Earth. I'm amazed with the detail on there. I could tell that was the Earth from a long way across the room. What is that now?
That's the sun,
Oh, okay.
and those are the comets.
Okay. And the one with the tail?
That's how we see it from Earth.
Okay. Because that's the streak we're seeing across the sky. Have you ever seen a comet yourself at night?
I think so, because I did research one time and they said that the Ison comet was gonna pass by May 24th to 24th, 2014, and I looked that night and I saw it.
Good. Well, Gemma, congratulations on being here tonight, and a great job on studying comets.
Thank you.
You can now see a display board that says Hillary Hothead Hurtado. And I happen to be sitting next to a person named Brenda Hurtado. Are you also Hillary Hothead?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Well, tell me how you came up with this project and what it's all about.
Well, when I had to do my Gigi project, I was thinking, well, I could do a book about anger, since I always wanted kids to change. Because when I was smaller, I used to throw tantrums. I used to do all of this stuff in this book, and even more. So I want to control it, and I don't want kids to be like me and not just keep on doing it and really get in trouble and get hurt.
Yeah. So you actually wrote a book?
Yes, sir.
Wow, a book about being a hothead?
Yes.
How did you come up with the name Hillary Hothead Hurtado?
Well, Hillary is a catchy name I could actually remember. Hothead, like, she's so angry. And I want to put my last name in it.
Okay, so you said that when you were little, you used to throw temper tantrums. How did you know about that? Did your parents tell you, or do you even remember doing those tantrums?
I remember.
Really? Do they remind you sometime? Do you ever get mad anymore?
Yes, everybody gets mad still, but I don't really like throw a big giant tantrum now.
That's good. That's good. Well, this is so impressive. Not only to come up with your own character and your own book. Are you going to be a writer someday?
I'm actually looking forward to be a writer.
All right. Well, I can tell you're off to a great start with your first book, Hillary Hothead Hurtado. You know that's going to be a bestseller someday.
Thank you.
I'm with Jessica Curvin. She's a student at West Avenue Elementary, and her display board, as you can see, says, "Don't do drugs." Jessica, thanks for joining us. Tell me about the project.
Well, me and my friend Jose Lugo, well, he's ain't here right now, we said that don't do drugs because we was wondering, like, why do people do drugs? Why? Because, like, in this Texas, this is, like, almost the most nastiest, like, diseases thing here. And it's, like, most drug habits down here. And, see, now right here, this is crocodile. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
No? Yeah, crocodile. It's also another word called zombie. Now, crocodile was made in 2002 by Russia. Really? It's like it eats off your flesh.
Wow.
Yep.
Who would want to do that?
See, people does it because it's depression or they get mixed up with the drugs. Like other things like this. Now this right here is marijuana, or other people in terms say weed. Have you ever heard that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Now most people from this was made in 1545.
So marijuana's been around a long time?
Yes. Longer than tobacco. Yeah, really. Okay. And right here I'm going to talk about cocaine.
Right.
In other terms, crack. Now, cocaine was made in 1885. 1885. They made cocaine by what? Like powder and baking soda and more things. And so they can shoot it, sniff it, and that's mostly it. So, and here, this is K2 or Spicewood. Okay. K2, you mostly hear this saying, oh, people, they eat themselves or eat dogs. And so, really, that's what it really makes it do. It's a fake drug. You smoke it, and it's like a tobacco, or it's like a fake marijuana.
Fake marijuana.
Yes.
Bottom line, though, it kind of makes you crazy, right?
Battle alarm, yeah. And cigarettes and most people say nicotine and stuff like that, tobacco. Now, I say, see, cigarettes, okay, it's really bad for your lungs. And so I'm like, why do people use it? Why do people smoke it? And then I'll be like, everywhere I go around here, I see cigarette butts everywhere. Now, cigarette butts is like the end of the cigarette. Now, when they say that cigarettes, it can be a bad habit. And so I'm like, really? And then, so one day, I asked my mom. I said, Mom, and she said, yes. And I said, why do people smoke cigarettes? They say, well, honey, it's still the same way. Depression, sadness, and people that like probably went away or things like that. And
it has one of those things called addiction, too. So once you smoke one or two, you want more.
Yeah, it really do. And it can damage your lungs, and that's how your lips turn black or purple.
Well, you sound like a very conscientious person who will never do drugs, right?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Good job. Well, I want to congratulate you and your partner who's not with us on a great project. Thank you for talking to us.
Yes, sure. Yeah. Thank you.
I am so pleased to be joined by Jackson Stoops. He is a student at Mountain View Elementary, and as you can see, Jackson is dressed up like a famous painter, Leonardo da Vinci. Tell me about your product here. You look like you studied this famous painter.
Well, he was born in 1452, and in 1467 he became an apprentice to an artist. In 1482 he became a military and naval engineer. He wanted to understand nature and began to invent many things. You may have heard of some of them. He invented the diving suit, the device for storming walls, I can't remember. Wait,
Tell me about these products right here in front of us.
This one is the emergency bridge, and this is one of his 2 flying machines. This is the other one. He also invented a mega crossbow, a parachute, the device for storming walls, and the diving apparatus.
So he wasn't just a famous painter, he was like an inventor too, right?
Mm-hmm. The parachute was constructed of 8 wooden planks in the shape of a pyramid, covered by gummed linen cloth. Several men made changes to his design. Fausto Veranzio changed the canopy, and Jean-Pierre Blanchard started using silk instead of wood. Then, in 1519, Leonardo da Vinci died, but by 1920, the modern parachute was created.
Wow. What made you want to study Leonardo da Vinci?
I don't know, but it was most likely that I liked to be a painter and I wanted to be an inventor too.
Very good. You want to be a painter and an inventor. Tell me about your costume. Where did you get this?
I really don't know, but my mom rented it from a store.
Well, you look so good in it, and I appreciate you talking to us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And as you can see, this has been a great products fair once again. This has been Exploring Inspirations 2014 at University High School. My name is Dale Caffey. We'll see you next time.